Ooga fucking ooga cunts, welcome to the cunt stream. This is going to be a Han Solo, and I'm a very pissed off fucking Brockus right now because I just found out that apparently Ren, her dad, works in construction and threw away fucking original printings of Playboy magazine. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why? They're worth so much. They're not fat material anymore, but Jesus Christ, they're worth so much. Why would you do that, Red's dad? Why?
Like I said, he has religious reasons against it.
I don't give a shit.
Oh Jesus! Those are the worst kinds of reason to hate porn.
Exactly.
There's no reason to hate porn. That's allowed.
Anyways, today is the Han Solo number 6. We're going to be talking about multiverses, John Cena, and Duke Nukem, and screen-powered phones? Screen-powered phones.
Screen-powered phones. Screen-powered phones.
You have my interest, sir. I'd like to start with that one, if you don't mind.
Screen-powered phones? Like what? Are they like a spin-off from the Monsters Incredible? Or the whatever that Monsters Inc.?
Monsters Inc. It sounds very similar. Essentially what's happening is there's going to be a Walking Dead ride that uses the screams of the passengers to power their mobile phones.
Okay.
Okay. I'd be interested to know how the vocal waves traveling through the air is going to generate electricity.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about the science. I'm just trying to load it here.
Why is Ren wearing clothes? Sorry, my bad.
No, you're never wrong about that.
Yeah, it's a valid question. But scream, you scream. Can you scream into the phone and power it up?
No, that's no. It's a machine that powers the phone.
Sounds like the answers are a generator.
Yeah, they've got those fucking chargers that you can put your phone on. You don't need to plug it into. You just sit it on the thing and it charges it, right? It's probably a similar concept. It probably only applies to certain phones. I've got it finally loaded. I'll pull that up. I don't know.
Wouldn't that be terrible though if like that was the last way to power electronics? Scream, bitch, or you don't have internet tonight.
I'll tell you this much: if Zell and I are in the same house at the same time, our phones will never die because we yell at each other when we're hanging out.
Yes. You guys, your screams for each other are
kinetic energy harvesting. Jesus fucking Christ.
Really?
Converts vibration, D-force, and screams into electric energy.
That's awesome.
That'll be interesting. I know there's like wireless charging where you can use a device that basically shoots the electrical signal through the air. But the problem with them is the distance is rather short, and it fucks with your cell phone signal, so it completely defeats the purpose of having it.
Also, is this Mr. H guy? Is that your real account, or this is the wrong one?
Yeah, you're on the wrong one, bro.
All right. I did want to say that this vocal software reminds me of the Nintendo game Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, because in that game, it's a mobile game. You play it on your DS, but during this, it's like court case, whatever. When you see something that's not right, you're supposed to yell out "Objection!" into your DS, and that it made people very confused.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but again, yes, exactly.
Yeah, I remember that.
Christ. This is gonna work like shit.
Wait, Chaos, are you really complaining that we're starting early? Just be happy.
Be
happy shut the fuck up. We gave you an extra 5 minutes. We even brought on guests this time.
Right?
Samaj is doing his best.
I know, even Schmeckle's awake now.
Hey, Darno.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Darno.
So yeah, I don't know if anyone here knows anything about science or engineering or any of that shit, but
You would have to scream a lot to make even just a percentage.
Well,
No,
they're saying something about vibrations too in the article. It says to convert vibrations, G-forces, and screams into electrical energy.
Yeah, so your screams have to provide enough vibrations for it to, and enough wind power to turn it into electrical energy.
no, I think Adon's onto something. I think it might be the screams and the vibrations of the track and shit like that that they're harvesting. I don't see how the screams can
The
provide.
screams wouldn't be enough to do anything.
So it's just the machine.
It's like, they're throwing screams into the equation to make it newsworthy.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just harvesting kinetic energy.
Yeah, like is it different like types of screams? Like are fear screams more electrifying than say screams of pleasure?
Oh, what about fucking laugh?
Right? Like why wouldn't laugh?
That would be hilarious. It's like, hey, dear, we need to charge the cell phones. Here's your toy.
The fact that you have to hand her a toy.
Okay.
Well,
And
think about it, though. Think about it. You got to plug it into something, right?
Wait, I just realized this makes Monsters Inc. a more possible future and or present.
We need lights tonight. Scream for me, whore.
I mean, you exist, so yeah. You exist, Brockus, so we already got our monsters
So
right
they're
there.
just using the machine to power up power banks, then they hand out to customers. Okay, that's it. And they just added screams to sell the article, basically.
No, they're definitely trying to push this scream thing. While on the ride, LED system lights up that alerts guests to how much energy they're creating to this.
Fuck off. Shoot my pseudoscience.
The device itself, however, is jet black.
Because aesthetics.
Yes.
It's a 15 out of 10 on the scare factor scale. So it makes sense to be able to combine and harness our visitors' screams and the ride's vibrations.
How much black can we make this? So black we can't even see anymore.
So Vanta Black.
Venta Black?
Vanta Black. It's a thing. Look it up.
Yes. It's creepy black. So it looks like there's a hole.
It absorbs 99.5% of all visible light, so you can't actually see any form or shape on it.
Oh, it's awesome.
I mean, okay. The 96, yeah.
The 90-second experience might not offer guests the direct benefit of their devices being powered, but the communal experience of helping other attendees will encourage riders to scream even louder.
Well, yeah, because then with the little device that says, "Oh, this is how powerful your scream is," that automatically starts a pissing contest with people. Like, well, I can create more energy than you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll produce some type of energy if it is possible to harness the power of scream.
I think the bigger question we have to ask, though, if this ride is a 15 out of 10 on the fear factor, what is the
doing the fucking math?
Yeah, who's doing the math, but also, what is the level of, fear a human can experience before they completely exit all of their bodily functions at once? And how often do they have to clean this ride?
Wait, I know how to calculate this.
10 out of 10 would be like
yeah, exactly.
A heart attack, you're dead.
Exactly.
No, Igor, I know how to measure this. Brockus, how scared were you when you saw my dick?
I wasn't scared. I was weirded the fuck out. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, there's a difference between being scared and being disturbed.
Look, there's articles on how long it takes to heat up a cup of coffee with screaming, right? So we can just convert that and see how 601 days to heat up a cup of coffee. So I don't think one ride of screams will do a lot.
So I remember seeing a video of an actual athlete, like a guy who works out and does triathlon. Those little bike riding triathlons or whatever they're called. And they got him to ride a bike or one of those bikes and tried to get him to push it to see how long or how much energy he needs to generate to, toast in a toaster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not very effective at all.
Wait. We have been brought some breaking news by Zel Blastia, who has the link and should probably come in here and explain this himself. But Dan Schneider for Nickelodeon that brought most of Nickelodeon's
Oh yeah,
most
he's
popular
leaving.
shows. Apparently inappropriate behavior.
The feet guy.
Zell, though.
rapist.
The question I have, though,
Okay,
is there actual proof? Because everything that's been out so far in the news is he was just told he's left Nickelodeon. I haven't seen anything that actually has stated there's actual proof he committed anything inappropriate.
Well, Schmeckle, go ahead and finish reading.
All right, let's take a look at this. In launching The Walking Dead, blah blah blah. None of that matters. It's just more like talking the shit up. Guests powered up. Blah blah blah. Stupid little puns. Yeah, nothing else in here is interesting. The rest of it's about the ride and the show and all that.
It's to sell more tickets so you can go compete who can charge up their phone more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not.
If they can. It sounds like science fiction, but if they can do it, if screens can be power, let's dress up as monsters and jump out of closets,
It would theoretically possible to convert energy from a screen theoretically, but that's the level we're at.
It sounds more like a gimmick kind of thing. More like it doesn't sound. Yeah, it sounds like even if they could pull it off, it would the gimmick would wear off pretty fast.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it would be so annoying when people just start hollering through the entire fucking ride.
God, you'd get such a headache.
What the fuck's up with Schneider? Zell's not quite here yet.
No.
You got to give him a couple seconds when he actually pops in.
Yeah.
Schneider.
Hey,
Where are my bitches at? I need all my bitches. I need all my bitches. The new shit you put on is whack. I'm fired.
Hi,
Yeah,
Zell.
so there's actual proof.
Oh.
That there was an announcement by Nickelodeon itself that not a few, not like one or two, multiple complaints of abusive or inappropriate behavior was the wording.
Oh, okay.
And that they have been tracking. They've been tracking his complaints in their human resource department for a long time now. Is the word, and they fired him. He's fired.
Yeah, but you notice that last sentence?
Inappropriate behavior. He works with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Is this inappropriate behavior with the minors or with?
I would assume.
Before we get carried away, because I'm a little unfamiliar with this guy. What does he do, and what's his?
He created things like, what was it, iCarly and some of the most popular shows on Nickelodeon. The stuff that basically,
and he was
bolted
popular.
them to super fame as a channel beyond just cartoons.
Yeah, he was popular too for if anyone knew about him, his obsession with feet.
I do need to cut you off for a second. We have American Phoenix in the chat. He says, "You cunts just make me feel better. I can relax here." And I was gonna say something nice about him, but then he says, "Yeah, who's the faggot in the Spider-Man hat?" So. Yeah, I'm glad we make you feel safe, American fans. The cunt stream is nothing if not a safe space.
Oh,
always that from the start. That's been our policy. You can all feel safe here, except for Mark. Fuck that guy. The reason I picked your brother.
Hey, I'm gonna slightly defend Mark because he has a sexy neck.
He has a lovely beard.
Plus, he did not hit her.
Yeah, he didn't hit me, so that's always good.
Good, Mark.
It took me a second to remember the joke.
I hate you so much.
Wait, do we have Darnell in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Darnell, if you ever send me even like a fucking skin cell from your body ever again on social media, I don't care. I've said you're my nigger. You ain't my nigger anymore, and you're blocked forever on anything I can block you on. I never needed to see that.
Consider it a gift from Brockus.
No gift. No gift. Just don't do.
Don't do.
Zell, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go send you a dick pic.
Yeah. There we go.
I'll see Schmeckle's dick.
You're
That's
in
fine.
charge.
All right, Lo-Fi. What do we do, boss?
No, Low Hawking is in charge.
Hello, everybody.
There we go.
No.
Yes!
Hey, Low Hawking. What
Next
do you think about the
article.
Dan Schneider thing, Low Hawking?
Well, he was a creep with disgusting feet fetish. I hope he dies.
Yeah, me
I can't
too,
keep
man.
it up. I've done it too much tonight.
That's what he said.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, like, with Nickelodeon, I've been hearing a lot of rumors that Nickelodeon is not a very good place to work for.
Oh yeah.
The way they treat their staff and also their practices on the programs they do. Like, they'll have a good show, but then cancel it, which is why I hear it was what happened with Ninja Turtles, because that CGI Ninja Turtle show they had going, I never watched it, but from what I hear, there's a lot of love for it. And
I can actually answer probably a good reason as to why that's the case. In Hollywood and in television, it is a standard practice. If you make it to 7 seasons, you get to go into re-airings and so on, and distribution onto other networks. So but at that point, then you are required under most contracts to then pay residuals to everyone involved in that show. And it could be very well that part of that is they just don't want to pay the residuals. So if they cancel it early, then they don't have to deal with paying residuals to the actors and staff, anyone involved that had that in their contract.
I could see that. I mean, that's the thing with repeats and everything that you see on other channels. Lord knows the Big Bang Theory, they're going to make money even after that show's done. It's aired every single day.
Oh, yeah.
It's good filler.
Oh yeah, and they'll make residuals off of the DVD sales, Blu-ray sales, and so on, and any streaming services they'll make residuals off of too.
I mean, hell, if you work on Big Bang Theory, you can retire happy. You don't have to do anything else for the rest of your life.
God, imagine getting on that show for one season. What do they make, like 1.1 million or whatever it was as of this season for their?
Igor, you missed your chance. You got the fucking look for it. You could have been one of the leads.
Oh God, I can't act to save my life.
Well, it didn't stop them. Sorry.
Very accurate shade.
Very good job.
Yes.
Well, can anyone in sitcoms really act? I mean, you don't need to be an actor to be in a sitcom. Crack a line, wait for the laugh track, crack another.
Yeah.
I remember when shows used to be filmed in a live studio audience. Like, I remember like Family Matters. That like I always look forward to the bloopers because you had legit laughs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, still not all of it was real, but most of it was.
Oh yeah, a lot of it was people holding up signs. There were still laugh tracks back then.
Oh yeah.
But you did get the legitimate reactions when there was something surprising or
Canned laughter is the worst.
oh.
I much prefer if they don't have a live audience, if they just get rid of the canned laughter. Because if a joke is funny, you should laugh at it irregardless.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's like sitcoms usually require some kind of laughter. It's just part and parcel with the whole sitcom thing. You can't really do it without having a laugh track or
You
something.
ever watched a sitcom without a laugh track? You can do that on YouTube. It's
It's
creepy as
amazing.
fuck, and it's not funny at all.
It is fucking funny.
No, yeah, actually, I can't stand the guy, but one of the funniest things No BS ever did was Big Bang Theory without laughter. And without the laugh track, you realize it's just a really sad story about some guys having to deal with their mentally challenged friend. Without the laughter.
They're mentally
Very
challenged
sad
45-year-old who thinks he's 22.
So wait, so it's pretty much you guys with me?
Yes.
Never compare me
we
to
didn't
you,
want to
Darnell.
Say that, Darnell, but that's very depressing. Thank you.
Don't call yourself my friend. Never.
Now
do
it's
that.
even darker.
Yeah.
Well, who would we all be? I mean, we've pretty much decided that Darnell is obviously the Sheldon of us. I think Zell would be the Jew.
That would require Sheldon to be an idiot.
They're far too.
Hey, Darnell is a genius with his Legos. He's just not so smart with his attachments on DMs.
I guess what would that make me? I'm the computer nerd who works in architecture.
The one that actually makes money?
Yeah.
You're from a different show.
You're the actual...
I'm the guest show. I'm the guest appearance.
No, what you are is you're the actual women on the show, the ones who actually have an education but don't really utilize it. A little bit of the opposite. I don't know if you.
That's only one of them.
Except I actually use my education and make good money.
Yeah, the woman who wow, the woman who fuck you with your money abilities, you son of a bitch. I'm poor as hell. But yeah, the actress who plays Sheldon's girlfriend is actually Amy. She was not only Blossom, but she also does have a legit PhD in the field that she has a PhD in the show in.
Oh yeah, no, she's a very, very intelligent lady in certain fields. She's also a very dumb lady in others.
Yeah. Politics.
Well, and see, that's the other thing to keep in mind is you don't, when I say the comment, but you don't really need to act because a lot of these people, they actually do have a good education. They just sort of like, message the show or they'll talk to the producer at a convention and went, hey, you want a job? That's as simple as that. I mean, I can't act. That's fine. You don't have to. It's like something. You'll be our advisor, and you'll be live on set. So there you go. That's how Hollywood works, apparently.
Hey, I helped work on a film because I knew my professor was doing it, so I asked if I could work on the film. That's how I worked on a movie. As for the TV show, I knew the director for the TV show. It never got past the pilot episode, but that's how, again, it was just one of those things like, hey, that'd be fun. Can I work on that? That is oftentimes how it works, is you just have to know someone, and it's just like, oh, yeah, I'd like to be in that. Sure, show up on Tuesday.
Yeah. Which, I mean...
I want to know the people you know.
You're right?
Simone, I want to be in a movie. Can I show up on Tuesday? If he says no, I've gone through my list of contacts.
I was going to say, Schmeckle, you really think you're going to ask some Mosh? That guy can't get in movies himself.
Yeah, Igor, if you don't make this happen, I'm going to send nudes to you.
I've never seen any of the fantastic films that Samaj and I have filmed. You never see me in any of the shots. For some reason.
I was just going to say, the fantastic film that you and Samaj filmed aren't appropriate for theaters.
I was going to say, isn't that on Pornhub?
No. Pornhub wouldn't accept it. They said it was too degrading to humans.
Wow. Pornhub rejected that. Okay, that's fine. No, I'm just okay. So they're going to try to entice you, give you reason to actually help them get the job and position. I'm just going to threaten you with naked pictures of me if you don't do this. I'm just saying you don't want to see what Kadunta's seen.
No.
Kadunt used to be a normal lady. Now she's consistently drunk. That's Brock's.
She lost her mind a long time ago. I think that was the only thing that allowed her to actually say yes to me to begin with.
Yay, booze!
You don't understand. She did not care, but then the first time she saw your naked body, it scrambled her brain. She didn't know what to do. She climbed on the first dick she saw. Unfortunately, it was attached to your fat, sweaty body.
As I have said before, there's not much that scares me anymore when it comes to debauchery.
Kind of damage.
Brockus, are you ready? Did you need me to bring over the pistol, or you got one?
So,
Brockus, you don't scare me, Brockus. I used to work at an underground fetish club, so I have seen my fair share of disturbing, and now I've been desensitized.
Did you not hear the description that fucking Schmeckle just gave my
You
body?
need the one bullet because you're really only going to need the one bullet.
When I was working as the bouncer for the behind the red velvet rope for the harder core stuff that was going on, the mistress brought in a chair with a hole in the center of it, and then brought in someone for a live demonstration of what that chair was for.
Oh,
Yep,
I know what that chair is for. I don't want to know.
Yeah. I have seen very disturbing things.
Wait, hold on. Igor, what does that have to do with the fact that Brockus just got shamed to the point of suicide?
But he was threatening to send me his nudes, so like, why do I care?
Oh, yeah.
Because Brockus' body not only drove Cadunt to the point of insanity, but to the point of Stockholm syndrome. So she's stuck with him for
Cadunt's a lesbian now because of that.
Continue to slip it in. That's what you're up for, Igor. If he sends you these nudes, not just a little bit of disgust, but months of what's probably legally rape.
But I'm still.
Brockus, you just text me at any time when you're ready to go because I got the pistol and the one bullet.
But I'm still more sane than Opal because I've yet to masturbate with a knife handle.
Everyone here is more sane than Opal. Everyone here. God damn it.
Maybe not Darnell. Maybe not Darnell.
She never shuts up. God damn it. Fuck
What did I do that's worse?
Darnell! You're the male
equally
Opal.
young sounding and equally Mexican. Therefore, you're the.
I'm not Mexican. Do not compare me to that race of human.
Yeah, the only difference is that she collects dildos, you collect Legos. That's the only difference.
Damn it. I do not collect Legos.
No,
That's exactly
we're
what
not
a
going
guy
to
who collects Legos would say.
Bullshit. A guy with your interests and your voice and your personality and the way you look and
What the fuck is this? Is this Schmeckle shits on everyone day? What the fuck's going on?
I can never afford Legos
He's just
as a
being
kid.
brutal.
And I've never found them interesting.
I can't fucking breathe, guys.
Good.
Kadopal is now being chanted in chat.
Look,
I gotta be able to breathe to do. Oh my god, my throat hurts. Schmeckle, back
We all
off,
know
my
I
throat
didn't do
hurts.
Shut the fuck up, Cadunt. There we go. Thank you. Very polite of her. She muted her. Oh, wait,
This doesn't help any that Brock has just DM'd me the most depressing message I've ever read in my life.
Oh, wait. Brockus, if you're thinking of suicide, I was joking, buddy. Your dick's huge.
No, I DM'd him saying, like, I've been dead inside for years. I'm technically a zombie.
What do you do with that? Like, I'm going to lose my co-host soon. Schmeckle, do you want to be my new co-host?
I don't anything.
Wait. Darnell, you want to be my new co-host, Darnell?
Okay.
Yay!
All right. He's just a
Dude.
packet of gold, this guy.
Can I take you aside for a second here?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to touch your pee-pee. No. Yeah, okay, don't get close to my ear, please.
Trust him. He's Mexican.
Okay, that's creepy. I can feel your breath.
Stop rating me!
Oh my god.
It's literally the worst type of thing.
Fucking Mexican.
You know what? I gotta piss. I'm gonna make a very poor decision. The Mexicans in charge.
All right, so next on the docket, John Cena's Duke Nukem. Go.
It's perfect. There, end of story.
Yeah, it fits the last game.
Wait, are they making a movie or a new game?
A movie.
Oh. I guarantee it will not be anywhere near as interesting as the original two entries into it, because think about all the crap they're gonna have to cut out to meet the like the standards that you have. Because can you imagine John Cena walking out, "Show me your titties, baby," and tossing cash like it was in the video game?
Yeah, when you say it like that, they'll probably fuck up the movie.
Oh god, it's gonna be PG-13.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
well then it's gonna be fucked up. No, if they hold on to an R rating and they don't kiss ass to like the PC culture, it could be an actual awesome fun ride. It could be like similar to Deadpool.
I hope they take lessons from Deadpool and just say, yeah, no, fuck
Yeah.
it, we're gonna do everything and
Yeah.
say him do it all, tip the strippers and have
And
strippers.
think we can wait another 20 years till another video game comes out. Duke Nukem Forever times 2.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
his place will be just in movies because his game's kind of dried up.
Oh, yeah.
Rex, why would I make a dodo out of Legos?
Why would you do that, Darnell? Don't put that in. Is that why you're bleeding from there?
Okay.
I'm bleeding from there because I got drunk on Saturday.
Okay, this is when you
Oh,
need to start talking to
Jesus.
Opal because
You're
Opal
not
will
sup-
teach you what a good dildo is.
Turno, you're not supposed to answer like that. That's not. Oh my god.
I've said worse.
There was
Who
news
can
on the
fire
movie
Dope
3
Ball?
hours ago. Let's brag on topic. There was news on the movie 3 hours ago. They're using Deadpool as an example of how to nail the tone.
That's what they
Well,
said.
that,
3 hours ago, latest article I could find on it.
Yeah, that's good news, but I'm gonna wait until
Yeah.
I see some footage. I just gotta wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath till I start seeing some good, raunchy, bad Duke Nukem humor.
One thing they have said is that they're gonna try and model it off of Deadpool. So
I just said that.
thank you, Lo-Fi. Apparently on your side of the world, you're not as behind as I thought you were. But yeah, my hopes aren't too high, and I don't know how John Cena is gonna do as a fucking actor. But
He hasn't said yes yet.
no, okay, he's just been optioned for it.
Yes.
The Rock.
I can't see The Rock as Duke Nukem with that dopey face of his going, shake your titties
No,
for
I'm not.
I'm kind of getting tired of The Rock.
I'm just talking fucking.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Yeah,
wrestlers, fighters turned.
and he just seems to have like an annoying presence to him.
The Rock's all right. Andre the Giant. I loved seeing him in The Princess Bride.
But he's
not
kind of dead. They can't really put him in any films. He's kind of 6 feet under.
Don't
Well,
say
they could
that.
take
They'll
out the body.
digitize him.
who was the other? The
They
other
did
wrestler?
it to what's his face in
Hulk
Rogue One.
Hogan's
They'll
Jesse
do it
the
to
Body
anybody.
Ventura, The Miz. What's his fucking face? He is Dusty Rhodes' son.
I'll be looking very hard into the backgrounds of Ready Player One to see Andre the Giant duking it out with Hulk Hogan.
Oh, The Big Show, Triple H.
Do that, buddy. By the way, who's planning to go see Ready Player One?
I am.
Not me.
Not me.
Nope.
Not it.
Really?
Looks
Brockus,
like-
I was going to try
I
and
guess
convince you to
just
go
me.
opening night with me.
You convinced me not to go to that movie at least until it's, I don't know, in the dollar theater.
No,
So
I
I'm the
didn't.
only one who's planning on trying to go. and
Let's
see
go to
this?
let's go to Ready Player One.
All right.
Since Brockus doesn't want, I'm interested. It's
All right,
Spielberg. I heard Spielberg's kind of kicking ass with this movie again. It feels like his old films, so I want to go see it.
Sorry,
I
I'm
Up
just,
want to go and see it too, but at the same time, he also convinced me to go and see Shape of Water. So
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was supposed to be good. It won the best picture. What is going on?
Of course,
That's
it,
your
I don't know.
excuse. It won the best picture.
No,
Why
it
do you
wasn't
trust
even
the
that.
Oscars?
It really
No.
was. No. This
It
is
was
before it
before.
won an Oscar. Like, I was looking forward to this movie like a year ago, and I love Guillermo del Toro, and I loved what he was trying to tackle. It looked great, and then we saw it like a couple nights after it opened or something like that, and it was just not. It wasn't trash, but it was just like a failed effort. It was just not good.
So you're saying he
was-
showed in and checked out?
Yeah, it was a gorgeous movie, and it had a cool like start. The first act was kind of interesting, and then it just goes off the rails into fish fucking territory, and then they turn it into like a musical, and it's just weird, and it's bad. It's bad.
No, Zell can tell you because he was like, "Oh, I'm so excited for this movie. I've heard nothing but good things. I'm like so stoked." I'm like, "Yeah, like it looks like it might be cool and interesting. I think it'd be pretty awesome if it wound up being Abe Sapien from like Hellboy kind of thing." I was calling shit like from the beginning of the movie. Like I would lean over and whisper to our other friend, Kamikaze Ozzy, and I'd be like, "No, what? She's probably one of the fish people, and she's gonna like, you know, she's probably one of them, and she's just found as a baby and adapted to like being a person, and this shit's gonna happen, and that shit's gonna happen, and blah 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 blah." And then the fucking scene. The motherfucking musical scene. Like it started off like, okay, like this could be something that's going on in her head. Like that's cool. Like whatever. Like, you know, it seems like it might be. And then it goes into the fucking like 50s, like fucking dancing hashtag spoiler alert. And fucking
No one cares.
No one cares.
No,
You can
nobody
spoil
should care. No one should care because and Zell can confirm this.
Yeah,
What
but
did
you're
I
a little
do,
more
Zell?
triggered by the film than I was.
What
Let me
did
just
I do,
simplify it
Zell?
like let me just simplify it like this. You ever watched a movie and someone in the movie goes on a drug trip and you're like, "Oh, that's crazy." You see things from their point of view. Wow, wacky. This movie, no one took like drugs. The movie went on a drug trip. The movie checked outside, smoked some meth, came back, and the movie was like, "You guys like dancing?" And you're like, "What happened?"
What did I do, Zell, when that fucking scene started?
I don't know. I think you just sighed, and then you were like, "I'm a woman. I got a vagina." And I was like, "Shut up."
Fucking, I leaned forward and I turned my head and just slowly stared at Zell during like the entire scene. I stared at this asshole because he had me semi-hyped for the movie, and the beginning
It
was
could have been
beautiful.
good. There was no
It was
reason to
so
think it was going to be
beautiful.
bad.
And I
Mommy,
fucking
Daddy, please
stared at
stop
him.
fighting.
Never. Not when it
There
comes
was
to
no reason to
this.
think it was going to be bad.
It turned out so bad, and it's your fault.
Oh my god! I think this is the episode of just like trying to make anybody commit suicide. Just like you're a piece of shit.
I think I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
I mean, them wanting John Cena to play Duke Nukem already makes me want to kill myself.
The what?
No, I have very little faith in him as Duke Nukem.
I have faith
no
in
faith.
anything from Hollywood until I start to see footage.
Yeah, no faith before the movie's
Yeah.
out.
I just wait to see footage.
I've been tricked and deceived for the last 2 fucking years when it comes to movies, and I frankly I'm sick of it. I have yet to go and see a movie in theaters in the last couple of years with Zell, and actually came out and like enjoyed the movie and continued to enjoy the movie after I have been pointed out the various flaws of the movie and shit. I to this day rage hate almost everything I have seen. I think there's maybe only one movie where I was like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't.
What came out? Like, what was the last thing that we saw in theater? Well, especially for you guys, if anyone wants to answer, what was the last thing you came out of theaters and you were just completely satisfied and it was a lot of fun?
I went to the last time that Ren and I were able to actually get out to the theaters was for the original Guardians of the Galaxy. And
oh wow.
That was actually a lot of fun. We went with a few friends, then we actually went out the next night with her sister to it. We actually
that
ended
movie is
up
pretty
like
much
3
perfect.
times. So yeah, that was probably that was actually the last time we actually managed to get out to the theaters.
Yeah, for me, I would say the movie that kind of made me how you described was Winter Soldier.
Oh,
I was gonna say
good.
Captain America: Civil War was the last thing that I saw in theaters where I just was completely satisfied, and it was an amazing time. It was an amazing movie.
I wish I could say I was 100% satisfied with Thor Ragnarok, but I was pretty close.
That one fell short for me, but it was still fun.
I just watched Thor Ragnarok just last week.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it with my son. I'm glad he enjoyed it, but I was watching it, I'm like, eh. They're trying too hard. It felt...
it's a very fluffy, jokey movie. Like, there's no substance, really.
It might not be the greatest movie, but I think it's the best of the MCU.
I will say, like, when...
That or Iron Man 2.
Fuck you.
You think Thor Ragnarok's the best of the MCU?
He's joking.
I love Thor Ragnarok, though.
I
I
will
did as
say,
well.
like when the fight
I don't
scene,
hate it, but it was just like a very
I can't think of one that's better though.
It was just jokes.
Civil War, Winter
S-
Soldier.
Winter
I
Soldier, the best
Doctor
one.
Strange.
Winter Soldier, or the original Captain America.
with Civil War, I guess a lot of my issue is how different it was from the
The
Civil War.
comics.
You're
From
officially
Iron Man
retarded
2,
forever.
the best of the movies.
As a movie, it was all right. I still don't think it was as.
Oh my
as-
god, you're official. No, you're done.
I think the other thing to remember is that not all these movies are the same. You can easily say that Thor Ragnarok's pretty much a comedy, while The Winter Soldier, that's a political drama.
Yeah.
They're very different movies, but that's what makes them so good. Because with the Marvel movie, you're never
It's very diverse.
exactly
It's
diverse.
Diverse.
And this is the type of diversity I can get behind. It's like,
That's the kind of diversity I can get.
look. If I
Like
want to see a
the-
heist, if I want to see like a heist movie or a bad guy or a criminal like trying to do right by the world, I'll watch Ant-Man.
Yeah.
If I want to watch political drama, I'll watch Captain America. If I want to see something that's just a bit zany and wacky, there you got Thor. If I want to see like a space drama, space opera or whatever, I got Guardians of the Galaxy. So I mean, that's the formula that they're working with, and it's worked pretty well for them so far.
Yeah.
It's a shame the DC universe,
Good point.
the DC movie universe couldn't have caught that.
Okay,
We
wait.
need to be dark and gritty and crappy at all
So-
times.
one second. Speaking of space drama, one of you should know this. Do they have a Nova movie planned yet?
No, not yet.
No, nothing yet.
Although, now that you brought that up, I do have something that I should bring up. In the cosmic universe, they did some news came out about Captain Marvel.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you guys heard about this, but apparently, because Captain Marvel takes place in the 90s, and some characters are going to be coming back.
Phil
Mainly-
Coulson and Nick
Coulson.
Fury.
Yep.
Yeah, Phil Coulson, he comes back, young Phil Coulson, young Nick Fury, but we already knew that part. But then we found out that Ronan the Accuser is coming back.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was
But-
the weird one for me.
Well, it makes sense because it deals with the Kree, and we saw the Kree in Guardians of the Galaxy. And if it's a prequel, then I mean, Ronan being there isn't too unusual.
Well, see,
I
I'm
haven't.
comic book illiterate, so with Captain Marvel, her powers have to do with the Kree. They're tied to it. Broncos knows all about this, I'm sure.
Yes, I do.
You wanna
Rockets,
go
you want to say or should I?
Okay, so back in when Captain Marvel first made his appearance, I want to say in the 60s or 70s, because that was when the cosmic shit was really big. Captain Marvel came to Earth and he became a savior of Earth, blah, 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 all that good shit. It was discovered later on, as they kind of retconned the comic books, that Captain Marvel is in fact Captain Marvel, a high-ranking Kree soldier, captain specifically, from the Kree Empire. And through unfortunate happenstance, basically accident, his power was unfortunately transferred into Carol Danvers, who he was actually in a relationship with, even though he hid his actual like blue skin and blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of like shit going on here, so I'm just giving everybody the rundown. So after she became his sidekick, she took the mantle of Ms. Marvel. And so the story continues on from there. Eventually, Captain Marvel dies. We got other iterations of Captain Marvel, but they were all unpopular in comparison because there was, I forget her first name, but Monica Rambeau. Yeah, Monica Rambeau. She was the Black Captain Marvel. There was the Captain Marvel who was essentially like the universe himself, where he was just like kind of cosmic-like, who came after her. There were a bunch of different Captain Marvels, but none of them really stuck. And then there was Carol Danvers, who was Ms. Marvel, who only in the last 10 years finally became Captain Marvel because her ex-boyfriend had been dead for so long, might as fucking well. So there you go. That's how Captain Marvel is the way she is. But yes, her powers are of Kree origin.
Okay.
So, and we saw the Kree, like I said, in Guardians of the Galaxy, wrote with
and I was-
one user.
That clears up a lot for me.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, with Jude Law is also going to be playing Captain Marvel, so no surprise there.
I just want
Yeah.
Adam Warlock to join it.
Oh,
He should be coming soon.
Doesn't he have his
Yeah.
own film scheduled at some point?
He's going to be in Guardians 3.
Yeah, but he's not going to be in the any of the prequels because he's being he just got birthed at the end of Guardians 2.
Yeah, but he's been birthed and rebirthed. Him being birthed doesn't mean he can't.
Oh, so like he can die and then come back kind of thing? He does like cycles?
That happens a lot in comics.
Yeah,
No,
he
but
dies.
that's specifically his thing.
Hatches out of a cocoon thing.
In fact, that's why a
so
lot
you're
of
saying
people
that
in
he
the
could be
first-
like he could be in a prequel, but it would be like a different kind of form of himself kind of thing?
Not exactly. Well, yes.
Form.
He's not Doctor Who, but you're on the right track.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a great character, but they've taken a lot of liberties with killing him and bringing him back.
Dude, they've done so much.
It looks like James Gunn wants Adam Warlock to be a central part of Guardians 3. I hope he doesn't fuck that up, because personally for me, Guardians 2 was one of the worst, if not the worst, movies in the MCU.
Oh yeah.
I could see why.
One of the biggest disappointments for me in the MCU. Actually, Black Panther is probably the worst now. Before Black Panther, it was Guardians 2, but I think Black Panther is the worst.
I think Black Panther is worse, but I would say Thor 2 is what I think is worse than Guardians 2.
Thor 2's pretty
2 is pretty
bland,
bad.
but it didn't disappoint me as much as
Oh,
Guardians
I
2.
fucking hated it with a vengeance because Thor is one of my favorite heroes.
When it comes to the
yeah.
movies, I
I
would
can't
put
tell,
Thor
though.
2 at the bottom for me. I thought it was one of the worst.
I think
For
it's
me-
Thor
Loved
2,
Thor 2.
Black Panther, and Guardians 2. They kind of just sit in the bottom.
For me, it's Iron Man 2.
Iron Man
See,
2
I don't
is
know what
shit.
the hate is for Iron Man 2. I love Tony Stark. He's always entertaining as fuck. I don't know.
That's not Whiplash.
I don't
No,
care.
that-
I don't care. I didn't care. I had a good
And
time.
that could have been the thing, because they've been changing characters around, like loosely defining their backstories and powers and all that
I
kind
don't
of
care
stuff.
as long as it works
It started
organically
with
to their
Whiplash.
universe. I don't care.
No, it actually started with Whiplash. I'm not even shitting you. If you actually pay attention to the MCU, what movies did we really have that drastically altered a character or a villain's actual origin stories? Abomination is still the Abomination, who was a former fucking soldier and he was originally hired to hunt down and kill the Hulk and Super Soldier and all that shit. We had
Brockus. The word of the week has been said in the chat.
What is it?
Purple Dragon.
The
Purple
phrase.
Did you guys
You
see?
said the magic word.
Did you see the OBS?
I know it's Han Solo,
Knock
but how
out
do
your
you guys feel about
napkin.
Andy Warski right now?
It's a
Oh,
great
oh.
little stream where anything can happen. There's a hat that frickin' talks. Holy crap! There's a fat fucking little orc. Oh my god! It's Screwy at Schmeckle's Constrain.
What the fuck do you think about this?
No, Schmeckle, you gotta do the point.
Stiff with
Schmeckle,
JF.
you gotta do the part for me. You gotta do the part for me, Schmeckle. Hey, Schmeckle!
I don't know what my part is.
You're supposed to say Mecha Licka Hi Mecha Honey Ho.
I can't say that.
Ho.
You're not Schmeckle, Darnell.
No, that was me. That was me. I said that.
I'm foreign enough that it works.
Whatever. So, feelings on Warski.
Yeah.
I don't watch a show really to begin with, so there you go.
Those are my feelings. My feelings are laughter.
Not specifically opinions on Warski. I don't want us being too mean. I just mean opinions on his little lover's quarrel with JF Gary Epi.
I can't give my opinions because I haven't watched the couple streams, JF's, and then their stream versus each other. But I'm very interested to watch it, and I think it's fucking cute and adorable and so sad. Like, it's just so fucking. It's
JF
hilarious.
actually had the white boy fucking teeth. Like,
Oh my god,
I
it's
remember
hilarious.
JF just goes, Warski is nothing without me. Warski lives exist because of me. I am Warski.
Wait. You're doing it wrong. As a Canadian, I think I may be able to cover it properly. Warski is nothing without me. I made him. I am not crying because I am sad. I am crying because today I have seen a boy become a man. I have seen little Andy. Grown up.
Stop that anymore. You gave me
That
hiccups.
is the only reason I am crying right now. I love you, Andy.
I am not crying because I am in love with a Downy. I am crying because I know that Warski will one day recognize that I am the leader.
No,
Of
it
the
is
liberals.
what you don't realize is even though Andy Warski had a channel with many subscribers before anybody knew who the fuck I was.
Wait. Can I
created
be
Andy.
Warski? Can I be Warski and UBJF?
Oh, yes, we
Okay,
can
okay. Well,
certainly.
listen to my Warski. This is my Warski impression, guys. Listen. Hold on, I gotta go get some coffee.
Fuck yeah!
Okay, so Andy has clearly left to go and get a straw man so that he
All right,
can.
I'm back 20 minutes later. Did I miss everything?
attack
Oh
me with.
man.
Yes. What straw man have you brought to attack me with?
Oh come on! It would have been so much better though if the stream started between the two of them. If he had just hit this one sound effect.
It's time to do.
Am I okay? Can I just say, am I the only one that's waiting for the moment Andy says that Chris was a better lover than you? I'm sorry, I meant to say co-host.
Darnell.
That is just a straw man that Andy has created. I have never said that I was his co-host. He has taken this on because he is mentally incognitive. He does not realize that I have a PhD. Meanwhile, he is just a YouTuber, and I created him. I created him, and I did not
created
rape
you,
the
Warski.
autistic girl. I said I did not rape the autistic girl. I did not.
I did not.
I did not.
Dude, Zell, you should bring Bob. That would have been a good
Oh
one.
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, hold on, guys. He's in the other room. Let me go grab him real quick.
Oh god. Fuck. It's been a while since we've seen Bob.
Bob.
I'm just waiting for the inevitable shit talk on us because
I would like the fat thing with the small penis to shit up. I'm ducking right now, and I heard somebody making fun of my accent.
Hi, Bob.
Who
Hey,
is
Bob.
this Schmittel little guy?
Wait. Okay, JF. When you're cutting this portion out for your video, if you can't pronounce my name, Adrian is perfectly fine.
Do not worry. I will definitely
There it
use
goes again.
Daniel.
You're mocking me.
It's hard to say, but easy to spell.
Keeps going.
Oh god.
I know,
Think we all
as a guy
speak
with an
about it.
unpronounceable accent, I know how you feel, buddy.
I don't know who you are or where your silly little hats
I'm
come
gonna be
from,
completely
but I
honest.
will hunt you down.
I don't like either side of this fucking this fucking little pit. I'm not,
Hours later.
I'm not a big fan of JF. What with the whole raping the autistic girl thing.
So this is just an
But,
accusation.
you know, out of the two of them, Andy's acted like Andy's been trying to make himself look like a piece of shit for the past couple weeks. It seems like JF just looks like a piece of shit, regardless, because of
They're
the things.
doing very good jobs. I would say if they were on the street, you avoid stepping on them.
But as far as this fucking argument goes, the two of them are apparently fighting over Andy wanting to branch out and do different shows on his channel in different time slots with different names and different topics. which personally, Andy, I think is a good idea. I like that idea, Andy.
Didn't they kiss and make up at the end of the stream they had earlier, though?
They mouth fucked.
But he,
Their fucking their mouths are so haired. And they said they're lucky to do this for him.
but the two of
I
them
don't know
are
why you're all laughing. I just pointed out what I saw in the video.
Why? Wait. Hang on. Why did you sound like Eric Hartman at the end of that?
No, his
Don't
bulb.
compare me to some fat guy in a cartoon. That's the orc.
All right, Terrence and Philip.
Fuck you, I'm not.
It's bulb.
Boob.
Bulb.
no.
Ain't your blood.
I know how they can fix their shit. I know how Andy Warski and JF can fix their disagreement.
Should you really be telling someone how to fix their shit when you haven't even fixed yours?
I am sorry. That is yet another straw man.
There you go again.
You
It's not a
do
funny
not
accent.
understand
You keep on making fun of me.
basics. You do not understand the basics of civil conversation. And
destroy you
therefore
in the
you have
public
already
space.
lost the conversation.
But
Again,
he-
I have a PhD, and you do not have a PhD. So,
but see, Mr. Mastroman, this is Buzzports where anything goes.
yes, it is a straw man, but it is totally fair game. But it is totally fair game for me also to say that you are a faggot nigger, and I raped that girl. I mean, I didn't rape that girl.
And
You
I'm
did
the one who's
not.
going to jail for making a fucking nutsit joke with my pug.
I
Great.
think this
Your
entire
Doug's
episode
a
is going to
Nazi,
be
mate.
clipped.
Hey, Galdankin, when you were here.
I've been here this whole time. Go fuck yourself, Donnell.
Can I keep Buddha when you're in jail?
I love that guy. He's good people.
He's very good people.
But yeah, I know how they can fix it. First off, I know how they could have avoided it. Andy could have not taken ethno-statist who raped a mentally challenged girl as his co-host. But they
You're
can fix
asking the
very,
impossibles, man.
very all they need to do, and Andy's already trying to do it. Andy just needs to keep JF on for a couple episodes of Warski Live, run his other shows, and then when the other shows do better without JF, he can just say, "Yeah, man, it's not working out. So the numbers don't lie." You're a fucking PhD. You can understand the math, right? You're not working.
It's brilliant.
Do you
Well,
hear
you
that, Brockus?
said,
We now know how to get rid of Schmecko.
What was it? Wasn't it on the? But didn't Andy even say the stream he did recently that was more of like a moderated thing he did has had more views than anything he's done in like the last 2 months? So it's pretty clear he's trying to move into. I mean, even as he said it, move in a different direction. So
Hopefully he's moving away from burning every fucking bridge he has. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck do you do when you burn the bridge that kind of started you burning bridges?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have an island.
Yeah, you live on a fucking island surrounded in flames.
with a very confused, retarded girl with you.
Oh no, you're still talking about JF. I was talking about Andy.
Well, I mean, Andy's got a long ways to dig himself back out from. Because he's talked about on the Kumite, was it that he's got a number of more famous friends who would love to be on, but for their careers they can't be on his show because it's now become so tied to the alt-right.
Alt-right and shit. And you know what? It's very easy to get tied to something that you're not actually
a part of, yeah.
But with Andy, he's made it too easy. He's made it to the point where it's harder to say that he's not a fan of them than to say that he is.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I understand getting them on for first off the discussion, but more importantly, the views.
Mhm.
I understand that. I don't even disagree with that. But it does make it hard for people to look at you and not go, yeah, that's the guy with the alt-right always on this show. And if you're looking for someone high profile, they're going to look at that and go, yeah, that's going to fuck up my career. I'm not doing that.
Okay, though we do have a more pressing question from the chat. Why are you a hipster weeb fag?
That is a good question.
This is a very good question.
I would understand that because of all the all the comic shit. First off, I'm pretty sure weebs are into anime, and I can't stand anime. Not even a little bit. And second, this backdrop is better than just the fucking curtains that were sitting there. And the leather hat is heavy.
Wait, I'm confused.
A couple nights a week, I need to take it off.
Wait, I'm confused. Was that question for you, Schmeckler, or was that for Igor?
No, that was for Schmeckel.
No, I'm pretty. Yeah, he said my name.
Schmeggles a hipster weeb
okay.
fag. Yeah.
I don't know. Out of the ones here, that if you're going by the look, you'd be like, well, why the hell does Lo-Fi have an anime avatar? And then why does Igor have the fucking weeaboo headphones?
I love those headphones. I want a set.
Although, granted, they're going to blow up in popularity because I saw the trailer for Fooly Cooly Season 2. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Fully
got those
getting a
goddamn-
season 2.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can't stand the original seasons, the regional
Fuck you.
series. So
Fuck you. You don't know taste.
no, fuck you.
Yeah, that's
it's
a
an
series that-
it's an overrated series.
That's a series that I've been holding off on watching because I hear that, like, and if it's like The Godfather to a lot of people, and if you don't like it, you don't like anime, and it's like,
Fuck off.
I think the thing is with FLCL or Fooly Cooly, as it's also called, it's yeah. Trippy Poot's asking, yeah, Fooly Cooly. That's what FLCL means. The show came out for me like when it came out on DVD. I got it at the right age because I was like a later teen, and it's a show about teenagers.
So are you telling me that you have to be a young douchebag to like this show? Because that doesn't help.
No, I think that I just think that
we were all douchebags when we were young.
Look, I think My Little Pony speaks best to little girls, but I mean, there's still other people who can enjoy it.
Are you sure it speaks best to little girls?
I thought the
Are you
bronies
sure
were
it speaks best to 40-year-old men that want to fuck little girls?
Hey, friendship is magic, okay?
Friendship is magic. Now come over to my house, you little 13-year-old.
Literally anything else.
All right, I'm fine. We won't
Seen
talk
any
anime.
interesting roadkill lately? Actually, a better topic than anime.
I have. No, legit. I saw a sparrow on my way from the mailbox.
Darnell, it wasn't an actual
you weren't supposed to
question.
answer that.
Segue.
You weren't supposed to answer that. That was a joke question, Darnell. God damn it. You're the Drax. You're the Drax
Jesus
of the
Christ.
fucking stream.
Look,
You ask the autistic guy a question, he's gonna answer it.
Look,
Darnell, you are Drax.
guys, Dead Things is a good segue to go on to talk about zombies, but we already talked about that. So it's in the reverse segue.
Can you
so what the
believe
fuck
that
are you
Brockus
getting at,
doesn't want a
Schmeckle?
zombie invasion to happen?
I would like to talk a little bit more about our good friends, Andy, our beloved Andy Warski, and JF, the Saint Cunt Stream, Gary Eppie. I would like to talk a little bit more about them.
There's not much to talk about other than I think that they're funny and hilarious, and I think this breakup is cute and hilarious, and I'm just waiting to see where it goes.
Oh no,
That's all.
the one thing I really want to talk about with them is who do you think deserves the rights to the name Purple Dragon?
I think failure does.
Drax.
Apparently, they're both claiming it was their idea.
Drax.
Who do you think?
I just want to know, like, I saw their thumbnail.
Oh, dude, why don't we pull a liberals thing? Brockus, you and I will trademark Purple Dragon tonight.
You have a spare grand for international trademarking?
We'll find out whatever Andy Warski is going to call his new show, and we'll just trademark it. We'll pull in the money. We'll do super chats.
But Thrax is the purple dragon.
I don't know if we can set up an anti-Andy.
Bruni says, so someone with Asperger's can't consent. The fuck? Since when was that the law? Since the courts decided that she was incapable to the point that her parents should be granted guardianship of her, despite the fact that she was above the age of 18. That's not something they do lightly. That's something they do in severe cases.
I don't know, man. She could drive and go to school.
Since then, I guess since whenever they set up that law.
From my understanding with the court case, dude's not in jail. He's I just don't.
I'm not saying he's legally liable for anything.
What I find funny is like normally wouldn't our community like want to, like, I mean, if you were talking to somebody that's autistic in a very in a malicious way, would you genuinely want to make that person think they're a retard in a malicious way? But then we so flippantly say it about like this supposed.
The courts have decided that she is incapable to the point where she needs legal guardians.
I don't know, man. I don't think that was the wording. I don't.
Well, guardianship was granted to them, so
I'd have to go back and look at it again, but I don't think that was the wording. And again, anyone who's talked,
we have the proof in the form of the writ of mandamus that he filed for to overturn that decision, which he was also denied. So actually, 2 courts decided that she was incapable.
I think that the fact that this is the Han Solo stream, we should probably leave internet, blood sports, and drama to tomorrow or later.
Samaj, I reserve the right to overturn any of these goddamn streams into whatever the fuck I want.
Fair enough, Shmeko.
Yeah, I
suggest looking over the stuff again. I don't think that's the wording that's going on. And I think there's been quite a few YouTubers who have said the same thing, and they've been proven wrong constantly, over and over again.
The only argument he's really had has been the local courts were biased.
I don't know if that's the only argument.
Not so much overturning as a claim that needs to be substantiated.
You'll notice not a lot of us want to add into this pile, Schmeckel, because it isn't. I don't think we have the right information. I think you're just.
Well, on top of all that, a lot of the stuff for me anyway, I'm just ignoring. I just don't care enough about all this.
I just don't care.
A little too.
Let's talk about something else.
JF, I mean,
let's talk about My Little Pony and pedophiles.
So My Little Pony is all about friendship and the magic of friendship.
Between an older man and a boy.
And clopping is a thing that like 40-year-old men get into.
That's the sound when his nuts hit a tiny child's rectum.
No.
Can I just say that
I'm a parent and I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Yeah, so let's next convo. Okay,
I did it 2 times in one night. I am very mad at myself right now.
Can I just say that
you shouldn't have said that, Brockus, because that came right after the comment.
So what was the other thing that we were going to talk about? There was a Green Lantern thing or something, right?
What?
Oh, I don't know about Green. The last thing I heard about Green Lantern is they were talking about getting Tom Cruise to play Hal Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
No. Really? Fucking really?
Guys, I know you want to move away from the topic, but we do have 2 comments in here.
Oh my God.
What?
The Dahlia show says they are all scared of JF. And, what's his name? Let me find him again.
I'm not scared of JF. I have nothing to say to him.
Who's JF?
We have no common
if I had
YouTube.
reason to think that he was
Jeremy Carroll
piece of shit, then I would jump in.
I have nothing to say because we don't
What
talk about the
does
same
Jeremy
stuff.
Carroll say?
They should be scared of JF.
Who's JF?
JF Garipe and the Warski's
we
friend.
were just making fun of.
Yeah, the
Canadian
ghost.
Oh, the Bob guy.
The boob guy.
Yeah, the one
I've
is
seen,
based on.
I've seen enough streams for me to sufficiently come to the conclusion that he's probably been fucked over. If you can land favorably with somebody when it comes to something this malicious, I'll do it. But if I find out that the guy was a complete and utter piece of shit, I'm not afraid to say so.
One second. The Dahlia show says that's what you say when you're scared. The same offer applies as it does to anybody else. If somebody can get JF to message me, because I don't think I can message him, I'll send him the fucking link.
Send him the link to the public's place.
So I'd like to know exactly what these guys are saying. Well, not necessarily because I can read the chat, obviously. But no, I'm wondering, why would I be scared of JF? He blocks anyone on Twitter who criticizes him in any way.
And
so
also,
why would I be scared of somebody like that? Oh, I'm scared because JF won't talk to me. Fuck you.
And also, this is the cunt stream. These guys make fun of literally everyone. Look how viciously they attack me, and I'm one of their friends.
No, there's a difference. We do make fun of everybody. I do have actual issues with.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Michael genuinely has actual issues.
Yeah, I just don't care. It's like he is. Andy and JF, they're on a totally different side of the YouTube sphere than to myself. So.
You're scared of a French Canadian. Yeah, I'm scared of a French Canadian. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's a fucking French Canadian.
No, Smeckle. It's even worse. He's a cool. What is he? He's a Nova Scotia separatist?
One second. Jeremy Carroll says the poor guy has had his personal life ripped bare. I hate that shit. And usually, Jeremy Carroll, I would agree with you entirely. Exposing somebody's personal life is ridiculous, beyond the bounds, etc. But there are a couple facts here. This is, first off, publicly available information that people can get by Googling his name. But more importantly, this is information about how he, although he wasn't punished legally, I won't even say raped, he fucked a girl who is legally unable to consent. According to the courts, for whatever reason, not rape, but she has been declared legally unable to consent. There was also that situation with him trying to abduct his own child. I don't know the specifics of that.
I'm going to have to look into this again because I don't know if that was the fucking wording, Schmeckle. And you got to be careful with this kind of shit. But I'm going to look into this again. And if you have anything you can send me, go for it.
So I'll send you some stuff.
I'll send you what I got.
Darnell, don't send me anything.
DM to get it.
Look,
but,
I swear to you on my actual honor. Nothing pornographic.
Oh, Darnell has honor. Okay.
Girl and JF both have autism, right, bud? Well, Jeremy, first off, no, I didn't know JF has autism, but there are.
Doesn't everyone have autism now?
Autism is one of those actual spectrum that is actually on a fucking spectrum. There's high functioning, there's low functioning, there's everything in between. And she was at a point of functioning low enough that the courts decided that her parents should be given guardianship over her. Beyond that, a second court decided, hey...
Oh, wow, that's quite the super chat you got there.
It's Vin again.
Decision.
Yep. Vin V for $50. Hey, all you cunts, just coming to share my love.
Vin V, I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat before.
Thanks, Vin.
But, I'm very much
$100 one day.
Vin's awesome.
Yeah, he's originally from Proper Villains, I believe.
Wait, no, I think everybody here should give Vin a little moan just because that was very nice. Brackus, go.
Oh, you touched me.
A hint of shrimp says she was in college, you fucking moron. Apparently, that wasn't enough for the courts. I don't have any information beyond the legal shit and what JF has said. Unfortunately, I can't speak with her or the family. I'm not willing to reach out to them. And Bruni says, yes, because the courts are always right. No, Bernie, the courts are not always right. But you got to stretch it further and further as you apply more courts. And there have been at least two here that have said, no, she should not. The first one that said she should be under the guardianship of her parents, and the second that said, no, we should not overturn that decision. And $2 from Race Jacobson. Press 1 for JF as villain for Duke Nukem movie.
He'd actually make a good
I
villain.
don't like the guy, but with his accent, he would probably make a decent villain for
Yeah, he'd make
the
a
Duke.
good
Tell
villain.
me, Duke, what are your plans now?
Jeremy Carroll says, I wasn't aware of the second court, honestly. Basically, he filed for a writ of mandamus, which is essentially asking the court to, a higher court, to overturn a decision made by a lower court. And he was denied. The decision was made by them. No, the previous decision was correct. They should be guardians of this girl.
And so check DMs after this because I sent you the link.
Anyway, my beer's out. Baracus is in charge. I haven't done that in a while.
There you go.
No. All right. I'm all right. I'm gonna go away for a bit. Then.
What the fuck? What? Why me being in charge suddenly?
No, go on. Let's see. What's the topic, Brockus?
I was actually going to try to pull this away back over to some nerd shit.
Yeah, nerd
Yeah,
stuff.
please.
Yeah, do it. Come on.
Yay!
So we actually all we know about most of what the MCU is about to project, and we know some of what the DC is actually supposed to be projecting and stuff. But is there a comic book property that we have been fans of that we would love to see either a reboot or an actual like really good live action take on said that comic book property and stuff?
X-Men.
Brett, again, another one with Kyle Urban.
Well, Dredd, we're probably going to get like a Netflix series that pretty much seems like it's going to happen, so that'll be good. But for me, I want X-Men. I want a good in-costume X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It needs a good hard reboot past all the crap that they have got now.
Although I will say I'm a bit surprised that because Deadpool's coming out, but all the other X-Men movies they had in the works has been delayed by almost a year.
That could be because Disney bought out the Fox movies division.
Well, that's what they're thinking. I don't know how much that is actually a factor. I know it could be a factor. I don't know.
I wonder if they're trying to transition the other licenses then back into the Marvel universe for the filmatic side, if they are putting such a huge delay on the rest of it.
Well, let's see. Do the Daily Show? I'm gonna ignore your first one. Is asking how stoked are we for Deadpool 2?
Look at the last week. We talked about that one.
I will say, like, some of these reshoots do make me a bit nervous.
No, don't be, man. It's very, very normal. It's also far enough out where you shouldn't be concerned. If this was like 3 months before the film was supposed to come out, like with the Suicide Squad, then you should be in panic mode for the film.
Well, that's only part of the reason why I'm nervous. The other reason is that Ryan Reynolds has gotten a lot of control over this property, and that's because the studio has a lot of faith in him. But I kind of had more faith in the director, Tim Miller, and what he was doing, what he brought to this, than Ryan Reynolds. Don't get me wrong, I like him, but I mean, I can see someone else doing the role.
Well, the reshoots have gotten a lot of good praise from the test screenings, so I'd say we're doing all right. We'll know in a few months how it turned out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to see it no matter what. Even if the reviews are good or bad, screw you, it's taking my money. It's such a great job with the first movie. So, but there again, like I said, I mean, I thank Tim Miller for that one. Hopefully, Colossus will be just as good as he was in the first one. Because that was a fucking reboot right there, Colossus. That was the best version I've ever seen on film.
Yeah, that was definitely Colossus. That actually felt like the character versus some of the stuff we had seen earlier. That was just kind of like, oh yeah, you're a metal man. Okay.
Yeah,
my favorite says in the
You're talking Colossus and Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was it he looked a lot more like Colossus.
That too.
Sounded more like Colossus.
personality. Maybe the sound. The personality was way off.
Personally, I think
Not that much.
Nah,
No, I
thought it was pretty
think
on.
that the personality was kind of really spot on because Colossus is kind of that whole like, oh, I'm really idealistic sort of character.
Well, he's the Boy Scout, and that's because he's the big brother, because he's got a little sister he has to watch out for. And they had that with like Negasonic. At least that's the kind of feeling you got from him. Like that's you in a nutshell.
I mean, I remember one of the books when they'd look at the news and he's like, who's this Paris Hilton? And all the characters just go, don't worry about it.
Okay. I don't know how you did it, but you derailed it.
No, but I'm just saying to show how like, naive he is.
That was a good story about your memories. I'm not sure what point it served, but good story.
No, but yeah, that was actually a very Colossus personality.
I think he was Colossus has always been played up as really regretting any of the violence he has to do. This Colossus, I don't think had nearly enough of that.
Well, you also have to remember that you're dealing with Deadpool, and the unique thing about Deadpool,
and that's the thing. He should have been a lot more of a fucking foil to Deadpool.
Well, the thing is with Deadpool, you have to remember is that when he's with other characters who are completely aware that you can't kill him, they get a lot more. They could, be a little bit more violent and out there than they normally would. Like,
I guess
I was also going to mention we're more or less we're watching that film through his perspective, so we're not actually seeing what necessarily is reality to what the film universe is.
Like you can look at characters like Katie Pryde, who is tries to be a good X-Men and does her best to be as good as she can be. But if she has to take on Deadpool, she'll fucking face out of his fucking chest and pull out his heart if she wanted to. I mean, it's like
does do something like that in the comic books too.
I understand the whole "I know he won't die" thing. Colossus has always been like really, like he's been one of the biggest pacifists in the fucking Marvel universe.
Yeah, I mean, well, that too. He had a little like monk zen moment in some of the comics, which was kind of boring.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking throughout the course of the comics. He's always been really reticent to hit anybody.
Let's see. Bit Metal in chat here says, my problem with Deadpool was that every side character was making jokes when it should really have been just Deadpool. Yes, but my argument against that is, again, the film is from Deadpool's perspective, from his fantasy vision of the entire universe.
I don't know. Most of the other characters weren't really making that much in the way of jokes. I mean, with the exception of what was his name, the bartender guy,
Weasel.
Weasel, yeah. Him and Copycat were pretty much the ones making some of the jokes.
I want her to be blue in the next movie at some point, or I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, maybe it'll happen. I mean,
Do you think you're pissed about that? Look at what they did to Blink in
Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
I already have enough issues with Days of Future Past.
No, the fucking
The Gifted.
Yeah, that one.
What? Okay, hold on. Google.
Yeah, Samaj, do me a favor. Pull up Blink from The Gifted. I was highly disappointed. As far as I'm concerned, Blink is
What kind of bullshit is that?
No. It's worse than that. Samaj, pull up Blink from The Gifted, the TV show. Yeah. Blink is other than Mystique, the obvious intelligent.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, hell no. Fuck out of here with that.
Do you see how she's not pink colored?
I see how they kind of try to do pink. Oh, look at that. Oh, the pink lighting and everything like that. And then you got, with the green. And I'm like, how the fuck? Give me the picture. How the fuck?
I'm not gonna
How
lie.
the fuck? How the fuck?
I would fuck this Jamie Chung chick.
Yeah,
but,
just take the fucking makeup off because you're not Blink, you goddamn liar.
Exactly.
How the fuck do you
they
expect
could've
a
made
piece of makeup to work on a yellow Asian skin?
Hello, I'm Brink because I'm
Hello?
drinking.
Hold on a second.
Second cuts. I got to point out. Jeremy Carroll started off in the chat, calling me a dipshit, calling me a moron, and now he's like, "I dig you, bud. Thank you for explaining." Jeremy Carroll, I feel like we've made not a physical,
An emotional connection.
Do you see this? Do you see this?
You guys just Jim the 8-bit?
Yeah, we did. I think.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So I did want.
You see this? You see? You see the white eyes? Okay, they did it again. You see? How fucking hard is it?
Do you see?
To fucking give me that with green.
Trigger.
That is not
entirely different color.
This looks like somebody who got turned down for a fucking Twilight movie.
This is in the Days of Future Past movie. I can't remember the name of this actress. I know she's like a popular Chinese actress, because her English is.
Said it a couple moments.
Well, there's two of them. There's one in The Gifted and the different actress for Days of Future Past. The one in Days of Future Past, the reason why you didn't hear her talk is because English isn't her first language, and at least she can perform or she looks good. I don't know. I don't mind because they actually put in the face makeup and actually made more of an effort. Granted, I mean, if her skin
she's still not pink.
No, you're right. She's still not pink. Like in a movie where you can do Mystique and cover her in all blue fur or something. You could have done something like.
I want to do the fucking Kirk on a pink chick.
So what you're saying is you want to have sex with an alien chick who then turns into a large 7-foot-tall beast with gonads on his knees.
Yes.
Yes.
What he's trying to tell you is he wants to have sex with a rainbow.
No,
everybody wants to go down to Ireland and have sex with a
I
rainbow.
will fuck a green chick, a purple chick, a pink chick. I will not fuck a yellow chick, and that's not an anti-Asian thing. I'm just talking Simpson yellow.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is Schmeckles after everyone's Lucky Charms.
What about the orange chick?
They're magically delicious.
No, but Schmeckle, what about an orange chick like Starfire, like
Starfire depends which version.
Every single one of them.
I would fuck the shit out of Coriander. I would fuck the living shit out of
Starfire. It's got to be one of the adult versions. It's got to be one of the non-curly hair versions.
Okay, so not like the 70s original Starfire.
Current Starfire with the straight hair and all?
I don't read DC. I'm not sure what the...
Like the Sailor Moon Starfire from the new movie?
Oh, no, I won't fuck anything Sailor Moon type. I don't like the fucking schoolgirl thing.
Why did they do that? Kadunt. That wasn't a completely unnecessary part of that movie.
I know!
Titans versus Justice League, that Teen Titans legitimately have an actual Sailor Moon style fucking transformation thing. And it was so unnecessary. And then there was Robin. He's just like, yeah, okay, I guess. Because he didn't do anything. He just ran back to the car to get a sword. That was it.
It was mostly Starfire who went like all fucking Sailor Moon, where it's just she spins around and then you see the little skirt form around her little outfit or whatever. It was fucking hilarious, and I was dying. And I'm like, watch this, Trigger Brockus. Watch it, Trigger Brockus.
Oh, it's amazing.
Smackle. So like this?
No. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
What?
Click on Darnell.
Yeah, I know. I would like that.
That was Darnell talking. Sorry, I thought that was Samaj. All of you said the same to me.
I don't even look like a monkey.
You kind of look like a monkey. Yeah, no, that's acceptable. I wouldn't say it's at the top of my list, but acceptable. As far as multicolored girls go, any color works except Simpson's yellow.
I've done that
Jaundice.
Jaundice yellow.
Jaundice yellow. That's what I'm saying.
Homer, you have cancer.
Well, I kind of saw that one coming.
Anyone remember Marrow from
Yes,
Marvel Comics?
Fucking love Marrow.
I had a lot of fun with that character in the comics. I think she was in like one of the Marvel vs. Capcom games.
Yes,
But yeah,
Marvel's Capcom 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marrow is actually one of the most interesting mutants. Like, she is one of those people that was unfortunately born with what everybody thought was crazy ass scoliosis or spinal bifida or whatever the fuck that crooked ass spine shit is. So she always had to use like walkers and stuff like that. Eventually, it turns out, she was a mutant and her body was just forming to be this like bone demon type thing. It was so fucking badass. I guess I'm the only Marrow fan in this group.
Probably.
I'm listening to you.
She looks awesome.
Yeah, you're all by yourself.
I'm trying to remember because
Story of his fucking life.
I've been trying to remember because it's been a while since I've saw her in the comics. Doesn't she also have like the voice of a child?
Oh, that's because she's really young.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Right.
Yeah,
she is a child, Samaj.
Yeah.
The thing is with Marrow is unfortunately her mutant abilities actually kicked in at a very early age, not because she hit puberty or anything like that, like traditionally X genes work and stuff. It's just she was in a circumstance that forced her X gene to kick in almost instantly. So like she pretty much since she was a kid has been homeless because she was essentially kicked out for being a freak and all that shit. And she lived with the Morlocks. And that's why, like, when you actually see her initially in the comic books, she's only like 16 years old, roughly.
All right, that makes a lot of sense. I only had like a couple of issues. All I know is when I did see her, like, this is actually a very interesting character.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the extent of what I knew about her. Although granted, there was that scene in
turning to something a little more interesting. We've got Cadunt, Lo-Fi, and Zell and Brockus, all of the villains except Antoine. So I'd like to ask a question. You call yourselves the proper villains?
Well, actually, to correct you, Cadunt isn't a villain.
Nope.
She's close
All
enough.
right, then fuck you, Cadunt. You don't count. You're exempt from this question.
Hey, you know what?
fact,
Antoine
Cadunt-
even
Cadunt,
said
mute
himself
yourself.
on a fucking stream.
Cadunt,
Even said
mute
himself
yourself
that
and cover
he
your
wants
fucking
to-
ears. You were out of this conversation for a couple minutes.
No, go
I've been
fuck yourself. Antoine was
You are
saying,
not a
and
villain.
I'm the one who's
Oh.
gonna be fucking bringing shit in.
Shut Okay.
It's
What did
Lo-Fi,
Antoine say?
Antoine, Brockus,
Anyway,
Zell. Anyone else is a guest.
that
Calm
Cadunt
down.
Now that Cadunt is muted and I assume covering her ears, which villain do you figure Antoine is? You know, because I'm thinking like Calendar Man.
Oh, no, he's like the hang glider man.
Kite Man.
Yeah.
No. He's Condiment King.
Captain.
Yes! He's
Oh,
Condiment King!
No, he's fence eater man.
There's an actual fence eater man.
Yes.
What about,
it's
Brockus?
matter eater lad.
Brockus, what about the Tinkerer?
The Tinkerer? No, because he's actually, again, he's a character that only existed in the Batman animated series, but still, like, he's actually a pretty menacing villain when you think about it.
Captain Platitude.
What's the one called that pulls out off his own limbs and beat people with them?
Oh my god, I don't remember, but that is such a gross power.
I know which one you're talking about. God damn it! Hold on,
The
I
fuck
need
is
to
his name?
look it up.
His body is like essentially a toy.
The Dahlia Show says I'm scared of Antoine. Antoine has the link to Dahlia Show. It's early, like probably very like he actually lives in England, right?
I'm starting to get this idea that the Dahlia Show just wants us to be apparently afraid of everything and everyone.
Wait, Low, arm off boy.
Oh, arm fall off, boy. Yes.
Race Jacobson says, I missed a super chat. So, Samaj, I missed a super... Oh, wait, I found it. What planet are those Tatas from?
Oh! And who's Tatas?
Starfire.
Oh, wait, aren't we all supposed to moan?
Oh!
Sorry, I'll do my moan.
She's Tamaranian. She's from the planet Tamara.
Now, wait, one second. We got, let's see. We got 8 people here. The Dahlia Show. The Dahlia Show. Would you like to come on? Please answer in the chat. Would you like to come on? You can speak with us, and that will still leave room for Antoine to pop in if he wants to.
Do we want to send the link out to Antoine? Did you already?
I sent it to him at the same time I sent it to the rest of you. I told Bell I didn't, but
he's getting sleep before work. He's getting work before sleep.
Antoine is leather man, leather boy.
Before work. The Dahlia Show says he can't. The Dahlia Show. Are you afraid of Samaj?
Are you afraid?
Are you fucking scared of Samaj? The Dahlia Show.
What?
Samaj would wreck your ass. I can guarantee. And that would be while he was being nice. Samaj is a monster. He's the guy that created Schmeckelsaw. He drove him to be Schmeckelsaw by the way he tortured him. There were straps involved. There were whips. Schmeckelsaw will never be the same.
And just so everybody knows, this is the character Lo was referring to.
Leader of Leatherfish Chicago.
That's Antoine.
That does kind of look like what I assume Antoine looks like.
Oh my god. Now we have to do that.
Hey, your standard twink and leather.
Is that one of the village people?
So is that character's power is he's literally a power bottom?
Pretty much, not literally. That pretty much says literally, yeah, he's literally a BDSM guy.
Jesus Christ.
To be fair, that guy looks a lot more muscly than Antoine. No, I figure Antoine is about as toned as Samaj, but about as fat as
Brockus, who's that villain that you fight him in Ultimate Alliance, and he's a Marvel villain that sits in a chair?
Professor
Xavier? Are you talking about MODOK?
Yes.
Oh my god!
God damn it!
MODOK is actually pretty menacing, but yeah,
MODOK would be terrifying.
Here's the thing:
no way equivalent to Antoine.
He's also kind of a humorous villain too.
Yeah,
you don't have to take him that seriously.
That's even more reason he's not Antoine. He's intimidating and funny, and you're trying to say he's Antoine.
MODOK was originally created to be a terrifying villain, but no one took him seriously, so they just changed him to be a joke villain.
See, that's Antoine.
That's true.
When the fuck was Antoine supposed to be intimidating?
He tried to be intimidating in the beginning, I guess. I don't know.
Antoine tried to be.
That's actually perfect.
Antoine,
MODOK.
wake the fuck up. You don't need that much sleep before work. Get the fuck on.
Faster.
You're done. Call his phone.
Come on, you gotta sleep faster.
All right, we got
sleep
a $5.
2 hours, but tell your mind that you're sleeping 4.
We got a $5 super chat from Race, who's asking, when Starfire lactates, can she kill people when her milk squirts?
Of course you can.
Of course you can.
If you try hard enough, I think women have some amount of control of the speed it comes out. If she tried, I guess she could squirt it so hard it would be like a bullet.
I actually don't know how to answer this because I was clearly a joke, and I have the answer, but I don't know if I should.
And just for the chat for reference, this is what MODOK looks like.
Oh, I don't know. I think this is what his current iteration is.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, that's not him.
Elvis, he looks like MODOK meets Mojo.
Hold on, I got that wrong. No, his new iteration is the Donald.
Yeah,
No,
the
that's from the Spider-Gwen universe. And goddamn, fuck you for reminding me of that.
Oh man. Kadun. Oh, we got a very interesting question from I'll just call her Igor's wife. She says, fuck Mary kill. Options are Zell Blastia, the entire cunt stream, or Smosh.
I'm gonna fuck Samaj. I'm assuming that this is to all of us.
No, it's
We already know who
Takadant.
Brockus is gonna marry. 'cause
It
we
was
have our
specifically
wedding next week.
Takadant.
I think we'd all default to the fucking Samaj. I've got Kadant and Lo-Fi here. I've seen what Kadant looks like. I've seen what Lo-Fi looks like. He's got her face. Still Samaj. Still Samaj.
I would kill Zell.
Thanks, baby.
Oh yeah, if I had to kill one of you, actually Samaj, it would make the sex better.
Oh my god!
No, wait, I need him for artwork. I'd kill Zell too.
So I'm gonna go
Actually,
ahead.
at the moment, I would kill those fucking dogs, Brockus.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill fucking marry those dogs.
In
that order.
Kill fucking Mary.
He's gonna make them his
Why is
bitch.
Kadun silent? She had a
Because she's
question.
masturbating.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kadun, you were the one that was asked. Well, oh wait. I told her to mute
You
herself.
told her to mute herself and not listen, so she took her headphones off.
Kadun,
I didn't know she
are you
actually
listening?
She can't hear you.
Listen.
I
Just went
texted her.
Jesus.
will obey me on this.
She's RP.
She put her
Yeah.
headphones down
Oh.
in
Yeah.
defiance.
No,
I
you
just told her to
me
get back on.
Christ.
told me not to
I'm
listen,
gonna
so I
have to
took them
give you all
off.
a lesson on how obedient to be before I let you run shows. You
Oh.
can't be that obedient.
Oh, well, you said not to listen.
If I tell you not to listen, I expect you to pretend you're not listening.
Oh, okay.
So what was the question?
Kadun, fuck, marry, kill. Samaj, the entire cunt stream, or Zell.
That's the choice. Those are the three choices on who to bed, wed, and behead.
They said the cunt stream. I don't know if they mean me or the entire cunt stream, but I choose to take it as everyone currently here.
Okay, so kill the cunt stream.
Oh, we all die.
If you kill all of us, you can't fuck any of us. You fucking retard.
Yeah, she has beaten the question.
Also, polygamy is illegal. You gotta go with the third option.
Kill the cunt stream. Like, easy.
I think it's obvious. You apparently actually had your headphones out. The obvious fuck choice is Samaj, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always fuck, never marry. Am I that unlovable?
I just-
Shut up, you piece of shit.
Shut
Just
up.
open that hole.
I don't know you well enough to want to marry you, Smosh.
You ain't gonna make the money for me. I'm gonna have to. I want to be a stay-at-home wife, Samaj. I just want to stay at home and raise our 6 kids.
No.
No.
God damn, how ugly would that look?
Yeah, job, you bum.
I'm not getting a gun. You told me you loved me.
Yeah,
Oh my
well,
God.
I want you to be like bum. Well,
Okay,
good
so
job.
Ren just offered another one specifically for Darnell. Fuck, marry, kill. Options are Opal, Zell, and me.
I don't care to hear anything from Darnell. So we're gonna...
Aww.
Like, continue, or I don't even know how to take that.
Poorly.
Go ahead, Darnell. Go ahead and give your
All right.
golden answer.
Okay, I know she's gonna kill me, but fuck Opal, kill Zell, marry Brockus.
Oh.
Gay.
But fuck you, Darnell! Never mind. Shut your mouth.
Hey,
Jay.
you're the one. I told Rocket this. I'm pretty sure the moment you meet me, you're gonna pet me and call me George.
Yes.
Just shut your mouth and know your
Dude.
place, Darnell. Just
Darnell.
play the Legos.
So
Between
are you
Zell and
asking to tell you
Brockus?
about the rabbits?
I'm going
Between
to
Zell
pet
and
him and
Brockus,
love
though,
him and call him
Zell has the
George.
better app. You should just like accept that and just fuck Zell, kill Opal, and marry Brockus.
Wait, well, one second.
That is the only way.
Kira, we got Kira in the chat. Why is mommy and daddy fighting again? Kira, go back to bed, baby. We're not fighting. We're just having an argument. We're speaking. It's okay, baby.
Divorced in the morning. Go to fucking bed.
Daddy will be there to tuck you in and oh shit! You should be in bed. What the fuck are you doing? Get my belt. It's fucking bedtime. You get the fuck to bed, child. Mommy and daddy don't love you no more until you go to bed. Got drinking to do.
Opal is the only real life girl.
Where's my meth pipe? Where'd you put the meth? We had at least 2 rocks left.
Oh, the Dalius show said, I'd marry Brockus. I can treat him better than Zell does.
See, I'm not the only one.
That's probably fucking true.
I only get loved by dudes. But no, Ren just offered another one to Zell specifically. Fuck, marry, kill. Your options are me, Samaj, and Schmeckel.
Option, because I'd fuck Mary.
I would fuck Schmeckel. I would marry Samaj, and then I would torture Brockus and then kill him.
I saw that coming.
I
think Schmeckel would be crazy in bed. I think Samaj would be someone that I could romantically entangle myself with.
No.
He would just look at me with his pretty little eyes, and I'd melt.
You're underrating me, man. I'm the type of guy you'd want to marry so that we could fuck on the rag.
That's exactly what a guy who's not worth marrying would say.
Yeah, but we all know Zell would look at Samaj. We all know Zell would look at Samaj and go, draw me like your pretty French girls.
Yes! Oh my god, see, I'm already teary-eyed.
Oh, Psycho 216 says he'd only kill me, but then he'd kill everyone else. Like, oh, just cuddle?
Oh my god.
This took a dark turn.
God damn.
So anyway, I'm gonna bring up a real dark one.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill. Autistic, retarded, or Down syndrome.
What's the difference?
Isn't that the answer? Just yes.
No, I think the answer is potato.
I'd kill the retard, fuck the downy, and then marry the autistic person.
Yeah, I'd marry the autistic person.
Same point.
Yeah,
Same.
That one wasn't that bad. That was
Yeah.
I'd fuck the autist, marry the retard, and kill the Down syndrome person.
Okay. See, Brock said it'd be different.
Yeah. I'm going to be different.
Brockus is like, I'd kill them all because God said so.
I agree entirely with Brockus. I'd fuck the retard. I'd marry the autist, and I'd kill the Down syndrome one. I couldn't see myself fucking or marrying someone with Down syndrome.
Yeah, no, neither could I.
At this point, I'm gonna be flat out. There's the mental aspect, but more than that, there's the physical aspect.
It would just depress me anytime I looked at their face. Like, it was just like, God damn it, just stop looking.
There's levels of downy because, like, look, I would fuck Irate Bear.
There's also levels of autism.
I would fuck the shit out of Irate Bear as a straight man.
There you go.
You put a wig on him.
Very straight session.
I'm just waiting for his wife to give him the hall pass and my goddamn ticket to the UK. That's all I'm waiting for.
His wife has very, very different ideas than we do about who's allowed to fuck Irate Bear. Personally, I think we should all be allowed. She disagrees.
Schmeckle, I got one for you. Fuck, marry, kill, or torture. We'll add a fourth. Proper villains. Go.
Okay. So condensed out, we're just talking the 4 ones who actually host the show.
Yeah.
All right. I would. I'd fuck Lo-Fi because she has a vagina.
Oh.
I would marry Zell because I feel like he would hold me nicely while we sleep.
I would, you little bitch.
I would kill Brockett, but only to please Zell so that he would fuck me better.
Oh, dude, that'd get me so hard.
Then I would torture Antoine. A little bit helps Zell get a little harder, but also because
you just make him watch.
Little fucking pussy bitch. He has the link right now. He thinks he's gonna sleep from fucking work. The fuck is he doing?
Oh my god, dude. When you guys finally meet up on a stream, it's actually gonna be pretty fun.
Oh, we had him on the cunt stream once. It was just we
yeah, I know, but it wasn't like there for like you guys to verse each other. Once we do that, it's gonna be like you guys screaming at each other.
King's Knight is basically the same as me, except he says kill Antoine, torture Brockus.
Oh,
there's
you gotta put the Downy out of his misery.
Life is torture.
There you go, Kingy.
Yeah. Yeah, life for me just is hell.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
put him
already
down.
tortured.
I love Brockus so much that I'm gonna kill him.
That's wow.
Argyle Gargoyle actually has a really good point. We'd all fuck Lo-Fi, but suspect she'd enjoy the torture.
Argyle Gargoyle, you are the only one here who would both fuck and torture her at the same time, because that's what he does.
That actually gets me pretty hot and bothered. Yeah.
Yeah, I would allow it.
Yeah, she's okay with that.
Go on.
How dry is the fucking well for you, Samaj?
What?
8 years can dry up a fair bit.
Darnell, I want you to use your words, not adult words, but I want you to answer this. Darnell, when is the last time that you made love to a girl's flower? Let him answer. Don't be mean. Let him answer. Guys,
I'll give him a second to think. Oh.
No, I've already said this on the show. I've already said this on the show.
Darnell, shut up.
Goddamn mouth for a second. Ren says, fuck Lo-Fi, marry Brockus, kill Zell, torture Antoine. I don't know Antoine enough to kill. I'd like to change my answer if the torturing doesn't include death at the end.
It doesn't include death.
Oh, okay, then kill Antoine, torture Brockus in a sexual way. Both of them. I would kill Antoine in a sexual way and torture Brockus in a sexual way.
One of the most torturous things that's ever happened to me was like being told the idea of sex was very possible and it was about to happen, but then it didn't happen.
And then there was no way.
Dumb cunt.
There was no way.
I'm not saying she did it, but I'm not saying she didn't do it.
Kadant, you brought him to the point of orgasm, then made his balls so blue that they actually hurt. He could feel the pain pulsating up his fucking spine. And you know what? That's part of the reason why he's so suicidal today. It's the reason why he has spent so much time looking into what does it take to purchase a gun? Can I pass this with my current? I can. Excellent. And that's why tonight, Brockus Live is going to put a bullet in his temple.
Okay.
Brockus,
oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. You just took so many liberties.
I grabbed the pistol with the one bullet, and I put it at your doorstep like you asked earlier. It's there, man.
Fatality.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to end it.
Don't feel weird about this. Just do it naturally. It's okay. You can smile while you're doing it too.
Don't
It
feel
helps.
awkward. I mean, I know it's weird doing.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Imagine us all in our own.
I've come to talk with you again.
What?
Bang! He's dead. That was completely convincing. I am entirely convinced Brockus is dead. He's a corpse. It happened.
Yay! Oh wow! I got a huge boner.
The suicide finally happened.
Look at that.
Man, Kadant, I hope he's not at your house.
No,
Wait,
I don't have to.
We don't have to clean
I
up
would
any
not
mess.
encourage it if he was at my house because then I would be stuck having to clean up the mess.
Hey,
That's a
you
lot
gotta
of mess.
clean that shit up, call the cops. Like,
And he has a terrible diet, so when he releases his bowels, that's just going to be whatever you pick out of a trash can.
by the way, if anybody wants to call the cops to like see if maybe like they can save him or any of that shit,
You know what, that's
Brockus-
actually a very interesting thing that Race Jacobs brings up because
Shut
I
the
wasn't
fuck up,
tangled.
Brockus, you're dead.
Oh, yes, I am dead. But
You're
I
entangled.
come back as a ghost, motherfuckers. Now I'm with Ghastly. Frat power, bitches.
I was just about
Oh,
to tell
hell, Blue.
about the goddamn White House. Goddamn White House. Because you're that you were that presidential in life, Brockus. Yeah, you could have been our next Donald Trump, our next Ronald Reagan, our next. Who else was a ridiculous person to elect? Either of the Clintons.
Oh God.
No, that's
Yeah,
Darnell, why are you, Darnell,
probably.
why are you hitting on my waifu in chat?
You have to
Dude.
be more specific.
Darnell's thirsty
No, I don't.
as fuck.
He is. You're scratching at the wrong door, my friend. Go play with your Lego sets.
I don't have Legos.
Wait, Darnell, I'm gonna prove a point right now. Lo-Fi, can you please say I love the Jews, they're good people.
I cannot say that. That goes against my beliefs completely.
Okay, can you please say Samaj is a beautiful, beautiful man?
And man, I already admitted it.
Smash is a beautiful, beautiful man.
Darnell, with your
There we
skin
go.
color, you can't trust that accent. You're going straight.
We don't allow Mexicans in Denmark anyway.
I'm
No,
not Mexican.
Well, no, I would assume you don't. They
But
get
we-
off borders.
We thank you for buying our Lego a lot, Daniel. We have a statue of you near the border that says "Keep out the Mexicans, but thanks for the Lego." Bye.
God damn it.
The main export is for you. Thank you. Now shave your bush. It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Wait. What's disgusting? Shaving your bush or not shaving it?
Not shaving, depending on the bush.
Yes, not shaving is disgusting.
Yes.
Shaving your bush, not disgusting.
Yeah, 'cause we all like
get rid of that fucking hair.
our downstairs parts to look like children, right?
No,
Schmeckle?
it has to be peach fuzz. It can
First
be
off, it
purple.
don't look like a fucking child if your lady has actual lady bits and not little girl bits. Second, removing hair is,
Sure,
if
whatever
I
you say,
shave
buddy.
my face, I'll look younger. Certainly, I will not look
Yeah,
like
sure.
a child. Yeah, I shave my junk now and then when the missus demands it because it's gotten too long. It don't make me look like a kid.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know. You gotta get rid of that hair. It's hair should not be a part of sex. Both sides should be shaven.
Hair fled me a long time ago.
Well, no. I'm not talking about that type of hair. Everybody should have hair on the fucking hair. You should not have hair shorter than your shoulders if you are a woman. And if you're a man, you should have whatever you can grow.
my hair is the French. It's been retreating for years.
But as far as body hair goes, from here down, a woman should shave.
So if she has a beard, she's fine.
Oh, he likes his women like dwarfs. He wants them to have fun too.
If a woman has a beard, I'm not going to hook up with her. If a woman has
lies. You want something to grab hold of.
If a woman has to shave here, our relationship is done. But like body hair, like arm hair, fucking what hair?
Notice how he's backpedaling. Notice how he's backpedaling on this.
Yeah, he's been backpedaling ever since I mentioned that it looks like a kid down there. He got uncomfortable quick.
Yeah, no.
Well, no. It's an argument that a bunch of people make, but
it's okay, Schmeckle. Has she had her blood?
But no, it's an argument you hear a lot, and it's really dumb. I mean,
no, it's not.
A lady put like I got a fucking 2-year-old. I got to change her ass. That don't look like a lady vagina. You know.
Yeah, no.
A woman's vagina looks like a woman's vagina, and a child's looks like a child's.
No, it's simple evolutionary psychology. As soon as we figured out that we could tamper with our underparts in a way that makes it look about 10 years younger or closer to when, say, people hit puberty, we started to do it. And it's attractive for a reason to the brain. Whether or not that freaks you out is up to you, buddy.
No, it's not even that. It's a matter of I like to go down on women. I don't want.
You like to go down on clean, naked women with no hair.
He likes having to give his own hair to a woman, his face beard. That's he's like the only hair he wants on a woman.
I won't deal with her hair.
What Schmeckle is saying is the only time his wife should look down and see a bush is when his beard is bounced up.
Exactly.
But no, in terms of body, I don't like any body hair. Like I would take off my body hair if I didn't. First off, hate the way I look without body hair, and second,
translation. You've tried.
Like I had to. I got a chest tattoo. I had to take off.
Right, because right before a human being grows body hair, in the hundreds of years ago when we were pieces of shit, that was when we were primed for the picking.
Yeah, no, I can't do no body
Psychologically, you've carried that over, but evolutionarily, you still won't fuck someone who's under 18 because you have morals. So instead, we go with shaving.
If a guy has no body hair, it grosses me out.
That view on it. But I mean, it's any body hair. Like a girl with excessive arm hair is out for me. And that's something that happens.
That's grody for me too. I'm agreeing with you. I just am not as freaked out as to why we think that way as you are.
Well, no, I can definitely see like that angle on it, and a lot of that's probably true. But with me, it's a basic. I don't like hair unless it's on the head thing.
It's kind of also regional though, Zell. I mean, like when I traveled through Italy, the women were pretty hairy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not proud of this, but when I was in the 9th grade, I dated a Mexican chick.
No. Daddy?
I'm not proud. Christ.
Payback, motherfucker! Payback!
It's okay, Schmeckle. I wouldn't be proud of that either.
Let me restart that. I dated a Mexican chick in the 9th grade, and I'm not proud of this, but she had hairy arms, and I made her shave them.
Yeah, I lost a girlfriend because I asked her to wax her lip.
No, she didn't have a mustache or nothing. She just had some hair showing up on her arms, and I made her shave them. To be fair, I'm not proud of having a Mexican girlfriend. I'm just also not embarrassed.
Christ.
It's a neutral thing for me.
You gotta stay very neutral.
Point I had a Mexican
neutral?
girlfriend. The point of me not being proud was I made her shave her hairy ass arms.
Shame on you.
What was shaming him for again? I saw. I blinked out.
I phrased something excessively poorly. I could not have phrased that worse.
Phrased a lot of things pretty bad
We
here.
found out that Snuggle might be my dad.
Why is it in Mexico?
That may have been out of context. One of the worst things I've said on one of these.
And now you possibly have a son that you never knew about and probably never wanted.
Perfect.
I need to get Igor on these streams more often. I'll be right back. I'm embarrassed. I feel like fucking Andy Warski right now.
Don't leave me
You're gonna get
again.
coffee. God damn it, Darnell. Jesus.
It's okay, Darnell. You're safe. You're with adults. Except Brockus. Stay away from Brockus.
Well, we're on a stream talking about like comic books and stuff like that. I don't know if you can call us adults.
Okay. Darnell, run.
I'm not an adult. I am a child with a drinking permit.
Darnell, run very fast.
I grew up drinking.
I am an adult.
I am an adult.
I am an adult.
I'm a white supremacist. Oh fuck.
That is so getting clipped out. You know that now.
Don't.
Oh, that slipped out.
I don't care.
Igor, this entire stream is gonna get clipped out. I think each of us has said something.
Probably.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So what else has been going on in the world of
wait,
nerd
can I just say
culture?
one thing, Flo? If you ever need someone to, I don't know, extract a racial fantasy, I'm perfectly available.
Extract a racial fantasy.
What?
I mean, I didn't say. I said
Darnell, what
enact.
did I say about trying
Enact.
to use these big words that you don't understand? Stick to your Lego speak. Stick to your, like, you've been watching your shows and stuff, right? Try and talk like them.
Darnell trying to keep up a regular conversation.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
He's trying. Darnell tries. I'll give him points for trying. It's okay, Darnell.
Darnell needs to stop trying.
Yes, he does. God damn it, Darnell. Look at that. You killed the stream really easily, Darnell, just by talking.
Darnell, there's a
Much his
reason
fault.
why you're never invited to streams.
Except almost
pretty much
every
his
time
fault.
I am.
Damn it. All right, you got me there. But I don't care because I'm Napa.
God damn it, Napa. Is there any other nerd topics we can bring up, or are we just killing time before he kills the stream?
I think we're just killing time until he killed the stream. I don't know if there was another particular topic. What's in the title? Screen powered phone.
He had
JF and
changed
Eddie.
it.
I know one.
Oh boy.
Reviewers
great.
are pissed off that Far Cry 5 doesn't have a political message.
Ah,
Yeah,
fuck
they're
off.
basically Branch Davidians or whatever, the obsessed gun nut religious people. And a lot of SJWs apparently were thinking, I'm going to have a murder simulator to kill a shit ton of alt-righters.
Yeah, I mean, people get pissed off over stupid things. Although there are weird things that happen that get people pissed off. I don't know if you heard, but Stephen Colbert had was it Sean Penn or whatever, and the guy smoked live on his show, and Colbert even had an ashtray ready for him. I'm like, okay,
So people are pissed about him smoking?
yeah, apparently.
He's a bad role model for the small kids.
But he keeps trying to say he's a good role model for the small kid. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Neistat. Damn it.
I can't remember if that was who it is, but yeah, from what I hear, people are getting pissed off that they were smoking on this live show. That kids don't watch anyways. So why does it matter?
Cares.
Igor, you have a request for a soundbite.
What do we? Where
the
Vegeta
fuck's
said,
a condom?
I'll have to look if I can find it, but I will quick do a search for it.
Maybe we'll have a Dragon Ball theme stream one of these days.
I actually, that's okay. That is one of the streams that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be doing it, but the anime stream that I'm going to be doing is probably
I'm in.
DBZ heavy.
Maybe we'll do that morning stream that we were talking about.
Oh, that's a good idea. We probably. I think we should actually try to drag Sinatra and fucking AP in for that shit too.
Samaj.
I cannot find the quote that they have requested. It is not in the list of sound bites for the app I'm using.
Oh, okay.
Samaj, here's the other anti-smoking propaganda they're doing.
Is Netflix glorifying cigarettes? Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not?
The two movies are taking place in different times, though, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is Narcos, and I don't know which one. And they also, the thumbnail is they reference Stranger Things. Yep, here we go.
Jesus fucking Christ, people! They're period fucking pieces. There was heavy smoking back in those days before the 90s.
No, let's cut that out of history. Didn't exist.
Oh yeah, no, let's pretend it never happened.
Let's do that. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just mocking the SJWs.
No, I was gonna say. I'd say let's cut out cigarettes, but then let's heavily show signs where they're either drinking alcohol or marijuana. Well, that's perfectly fine as well.
No, let's rewrite history and say black people were nobles in France at some point. Also, let's go ahead and rewrite history and say that there were, in fact, lesbians and trans people in Disney movies and shit. Yeah, fuck them.
Oh, yeah, because we all know that there were, like, black people in medieval France. Obviously, that was a thing, like in Beauty and the Beast.
Well, someone had to cook and clean stuff.
I said they were trying to say they were nobles.
Yeah, that's the thing that gets you. It's like they're noble people in this in this castle with all these princes and royalty, and it made no sense.
Fucking Trippy Poop is saying to Darnell, "I'll drink as much marijuana as I wanna."
Okay.
There is a company in Colorado that sells a weed infused drink, so I guess you could.
No, Trippy Poop, I am entirely okay with you mischaracterizing how marijuana is used. I am not okay with rhyming in my chat, so you have lost your wrench.
That'll show him.
Isn't that like the second time this month he's lost his wrench?
Third.
Yeah, Trippy Poop has been misbehaving because he doesn't know the rules I've been making up as we go.
Trippy Poop, you're a very bad boy.
You better learn to fucking read my mind better, Trippy Poop, or you're gonna end up banned.
Yeah.
I'll ban you.
Schmeckle's a woman. He
Well,
needs you to read his mind.
Well, to be perfectly honest, it's not hard to read Schmeckle's mind if there's anything in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Samaj. Those are about the 5 things I think of.
Why are you thinking about me all the time?
I love you, man. Like not in like a brotherly friend way, like in a creepy, rapey way.
Samaj, this is your chance to break the streak.
Emphasis on rapey.
No, you cannot. You cannot have Trippy Poop's wrench.
Why do we live in the same country?
Because Canadians are fucking filthy animals.
Sure, my parents birthed me here so that I could find you.
My parents fled Canada. That's why I'm an American.
It was fate.
No. No.
You're meant
No.
to be.
Just
It's
become an
magical.
American like I did.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I have to wait for Trudeau's little thing and see how bad it gets. Lord knows, like we had like
By
marijuana.
then he'll already be in the gulag.
Well, maybe. Well, we'll see. From the sounds of things, he'll be in the gulag long before any of us.
Hey, they will never get me in the gulag. The minute they try, I'll be like, nah, I'm communist. I'm good. We good, bro. Equality of.
But dear comrades, I am one of you.
You and me, we equals, right, bro? And then we'll be all good. He'll realize my typical Russian speak, which is all communists are Russian. When I call him bro, he'll be like, yeah, this guy's a Russian. He's in on this. We'll be good.
Trippy Poop says he didn't even look at that as a rhyme. He's not a shitty rapper, so that shouldn't count.
Trippy Poop, even though it was accidental, you're still being punished. If you accidentally run somebody over with your fucking car, you still get punished, don't you?
Fatality.
Oh, I'll give it back to you next stream, I guess. When I remember.
Probably next stream.
Big booty bitches.
Unless if somebody would like to donate to be placed in line for Trippy Poop's wrench instead of him. I'm not saying you'll get the wrench right away, but it will prevent Trippy Poop from getting it.
Wrench supremacy.
Exactly. I mean, you cannot pay to get on the cunt stream. And I'm not saying you can pay to get a wrench, but you can definitely pay to prevent somebody else from getting one. I mean, if we didn't do shit like that, we'd rely on Samaj's artwork. And he's been
I've been busy.
Lazy lately. Busy, I mean.
Trust me, you'd see a lot more out of me if I had the time. I don't have the time. I just don't. I'm fucking moving to a shithole.
Well, Samaj, tomorrow I'm sending you something. I don't expect it to be done for like anytime soon. But you know that thing we were talking about before? Like 22 pages or so.
Oh, that, yeah.
I should have that entirely finished tomorrow.
Okay. All right, we'll see where we can get with that.
Igor, your wife is a very evil woman.
Yeah, I posted it in the side chat.
I think we're all dead now. Are we good? Have we gone through all the topics? And maybe we should go.
So.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Bye.
I think at this point we're gonna wrap up. Samaj, you don't actually need to list anybody because they're all still here. So we got fucking Brockus. We got Darnell. We got Kadunt Vishoth. She's very special. I'll tell you why in a moment. We also have Lo-Fi, also very special. Now's the moment where I'm gonna tell you why. They actually, I'm not gonna tell you why. Kadunt, no, Lo-Fi, you're a foreigner. You tell them why.
It's because we have a show starting today at 6 p.m. EST.
Yeah.
All right, so tomorrow, for those of you who, it's like for whom actually it's still nighttime. 6 p.m. EST. They'll be starting. What's it called?
Not safe for Wednesdays.
And they're going to be talking about
dirty stuff.
Oh yeah.
They will be talking about Lo-Fi's sex life, and how Kedant was very unsatisfied by Brockus.
God damn it.
Yes,
Oh
that's
my
the
God.
entirety of the
Oh
first.
my god.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should also extend an invitation out to Opal and see if she actually ordered in that bad dragon toy.
She didn't. I
Oh,
talked to her earlier. She did not.
No, she didn't want to in the end because she didn't feel like she could afford
She
it.
felt guilty to use the money for that. So
To use
she
the money that's on what?
yeah, she felt guilty to get something like that instead of like, I don't know, getting like something to make her child normal.
Are you
Oh.
fucking kidding me?
Oh my
Used
God!
our money to get her a fucking dildo.
Yeah, she felt too bad about it. She couldn't even afford printer ink.
Anybody who just heard Kedunk's claim there, Opal is bullshitting. She has no objection to spending money on sex toys.
Yep.
We spent a
Fuck
good
off.
while talking about it.
In fact, well,
With my
one
cock.
second. Darnell!
Yes, nigga, I'm right here.
I want to hear you scream, fuck Opal.
Fuck Opal.
There we go. The other Mexican child says no. He says, fuck Opal.
Consider the fact that she literally broke the first one you guys fundraised for her.
Oh, we raised money for her. She broke the goddamn thing. And then she has continuously asked us to get her another one. Fuck Opal.
Don't
Anyway,
too much because there are people that'll say
you were about to announce who your guest is for tomorrow.
I forgot.
Okay, so tomorrow in the very satisfactory not safe for Wednesday, because I'm gonna have Lo-Fi with me, we're going to also be slightly unsatisfied because we have Antoine.
Fuck Antoine!
Yeah, we got him to agree to come for us.
Get it?
Doesn't take much.
Do you
It up.
get
Never
it?
mind, come. We're right. No chance it's gonna come. The motherfucker screams ED. Anyway, now that their show is out of the way, 6 EST tomorrow. That's PM, nighttime. I'm not gonna be awake at 6 a.m., which means I can't hit the start button. What's the other show we got tomorrow? Theoretical Rhetoric. We'll be talking about some bullshit. I'm not exactly sure. We'll have some guest. And then we got Igor. He's the bald guy what does all the shit for Reading Ren and also made a bunch of kids for her. Then there's Zell Blastya. Like the second least important part of proper villains.
Yeah.
And then
Don't you
there's
forget it.
Set, the second most important part of the constraint. Then there's me, the other guy. We're done. Get the fuck out of here, cunts. Hit the